Children are probably the greatest asset any community has. At the ODC Network, we're really focused on trying to make sure that we are engaging with our kids and giving them the opportunity to figure out and learn what their community is all about, have a connection to the ecosystem they live in. And that sense of place-based learning really helps a child not only connect to our local region, but also likely want to live there when they get older. That is that cycle that we want to create. We're really growing our community and really turning our earliest learners into the future leaders of the community. We've always felt that if we can help our education system perform well and help support them to provide unique and cutting-edge experiences for kids to be learning in, that's also going to be a talent attraction. It's going to draw people to want to move to the community, and that really builds the overall economic picture for our community. If we really want to have the most successful communities, we want to have people in them that really care about their community and are really rooted in the environmental aspects of it. So they care about the ecosystem, they care about how they impact the environment around them and how they want to have a great place to live, work, play, and learn when they get older.
So one aspect of the ODC network is conservation. We know that we can't educate students about the natural world unless we're conserving the natural world.
ODC Network has this deep belief that all human beings have a right to spend an adequate amount of time outdoors every day. In order for that to happen, we need to have an outdoors to go out into that's safe and that it is accessible.
Right now, we're at kind of this cross point where in order to have a community have a connection to the ecosystem around it, it is crucial that we do protect some of those spaces, that we do have conservation efforts out there to make sure that we have places kids and families can be connected to the outdoors.
ODC Network is trying to preserve green spaces throughout West Michigan so that nature is easily accessible to all people throughout the community.
That work really is focused on preserving and protecting the river corridor and then creating a chain of parks where people can engage in the riparian corridor and have a connection to our river system and our water system. We've also done this in other places like our Rabbit River Preserve and the River Junction Preserve.
We want our students to be able to see and access really healthy outdoor environments that are native and that make sense for us from a sustainability perspective. On the other end of it, it's really important for us as a community because if we want to have a healthy and vibrant community, our outdoor spaces need to be healthy and protected. The other half of our organizational structure is really baked on that educational premise that we want to learn about our outdoor environments so we can protect them and care for them.
One of the most important parts of a community is its education system. And in order for us to really develop a community that has future leaders and people who want to work and be engaged and solve problems and be an asset, we have to create schools that inspire kids to want to be engaged in their community and want to work in their community, want to live in their community.
We know that four walls, rows, and toes don't work for all children. Children learn through activity, through movement, through individualization, and the natural world provides all of that. Nature-based curriculum takes all of the main developmental areas that we need children to learn and does it through the natural world, through experiences in nature. Math, early literacy, all those cognitive skills are all around us in the world. That's why they're core parts of the curriculum. And so we find little opportunities to bring those concepts in every day. Some people think that the outdoor education we do is just for early childhood, and it's not. It can spur learning at any age, K through 12.
Reimagining education is a community-led initiative to provide meaningful, transformative learning experiences.
We have a lot of local public schools, private schools, charter schools that are asking, how are you doing this? How can we change education to make it more hands-on and get kids into nature more?
We have a team of ambassadors. Ambassadors go into a school and they develop relationships at that school level. They develop curriculum together with the teacher. They decide on the experiences they want to provide to the students with the teacher. And then together as a partnership, they go out into the natural world and they co-teach together, they work together, they do the work with students. It's not something that we do to schools, it's something that we do with schools. And that's what allows for this really deep, impactful implementation of outdoor, meaningful learning beyond the classroom. When we see students and teachers engaging outdoors on a consistent basis, then we start to see some pretty amazing results. In some cases, a 57% reduction in referrals for negative behavior, increased literacy scores, in some cases up to 27% higher than participants in other school buildings. We see a substantial increase in attendance for school years, summer school, and after-school programs. We see an increase in overall teacher well-being and job satisfaction, and ultimately we see increased enrollment and excitement within schools.
Since the year 2000, our incredible team has served more than 1 million people through our hands-on outdoor learning experiences that we offer, and has conserved thousands of acres of habitat through restoration and preservation projects. ODC has a proven track record of not only getting things done, but doing it in a high-quality way. We hope that people see the work that we're doing. We hope people can continue to believe in our team, who are transforming not only how we operate, but they're transforming the landscape that we are operating in. And they're making our community into a place that people want to move to, they want to be a part of. The ODC Network is really starting to be recognized around the community, but also around the state and even outside of the state. That's been a really humbling thing for us all, but it also inspires us to continue to drive forward, knowing that we're a model and that we're actually not only changing the way things are working here, but we're also setting a new landscape for how things might function in other places around the world. I hope 1, 3, 5 years from now that people can look back at ODC and say, the things that they were doing really transformed our community and made it a place that made people want to come and live here, that made people want to bring their kids here to go to school. And I really want to see our community continue this journey of kids being connected to the outdoors, our schools transforming into places where kids not only sit in a classroom at times, but they also are outside, connecting with nature, being inspired by the environment around them, and really learning to grow and become part of the community that they live in, so that we can be the best community and the greatest place to live, work, play, and learn.